Hello and welcome to Doubles and Trebles. Pie Man's been on. He's told me to get off the fence and give the fans what they want, and that is a selection in the Epsom Derby. I've spent many a minutes, hours on this channel talking about the runners, the riders, the contenders, who might be favourite, who might not be. Pie Man's been on. Give them a selection. But as always, I'd only ever put up a selection or a bet that I'm doing myself. And still, at this very moment in time, we're recording on Monday, the 30th, Monday evening. The 5-day decks are in. There's a maximum of 18 could run in the Derby, but it's still not a standout bet to me because there's still a few questions and things that need to still be decided. Unlike the Oaks, where it looks like, nearly all the contenders, I think there's 12 left in that. It looks like all of them will run. There's not many questions to be answered there, but there still is in the Derby. Which Godolphin jockey will ride Rich Godolphin horses? There's 3 of them in there. Nation's Pride's been supplemented, as we reported the other day. He looks to be the shortest in the market. William Buick looks likely to be on him. Where will the others fall in? On the likes of Walk the Stars and Navrani. They're questions to be answered. The main question to be answered is Star of India and Eydon. They're both entered in the French Derby, which takes place on Sunday. Now, the French Derby isn't a proper derby because it's only over 10 furlongs, but that's on Sunday at Chantilly. Star of India and Eydon both have that option. And it's Eydon that I'm going to concentrate on. There's absolutely no way I would advise him as an anti-post bet, because remember, if you place your bet before Thursday morning and the horse doesn't run, you've done your dough. You have to wait until the final declarations, which is Thursday at about 11 o'clock. And any bets placed after that, if they're a non-runner, you get your money back. If Eydon is declared on Thursday morning for the Epsom Derby, he's absolutely one that I'm interested in and would be backing. But I certainly wouldn't advise him being anti-post bet because he could well still run in France. His trainer gave a warning last week and basically said, don't get involved anti-post. He still might go to France. It's 50-50. He's still entered in both races. His owners have a liking for the French Derby as well. They won it with Misriff about 3 years ago. So yeah, just keep an eye out for the declarations on Thursday morning. But if Eydon is declared, he's the one for me. It's 25-1 best price now. That will surely come in if he is declared. I would happily back him at 16-1 plus. I could see him being the market mover, to be honest. They'll chop him. If he's declared, they'll chop him from 25 to 16. I can see him being supported into maybe 10 or 12, going off 10 or 12 on the day. The big question mark, and that's the reason why he might not be running, is will he stay? Is Eydon able to get 1 mile 4 at this level, at Group 1 level? It's a big question mark. The honest answer is none of us know. His trainer don't know, his owners don't know. That's why they're still in this decision-making process. His dam was basically a rubbish racehorse. And she's had 4 foals, 4 offspring, and this Eydon is the only one that she's produced that's actually made the track. So we really don't know. We've got nothing to go on in terms of siblings. His sire, Olden Times, isn't particularly a headline sire around the world, the Debawis and the Galileos, etc. So yeah, a bit of a left field one there in terms of having Derby runners, and he certainly hasn't had a Derby winner. So yeah, the big question mark is over that. But I would be, if he is declared, I'd be happy to take the chance. They would obviously be declaring on the basis that they think he'll make a mile and a half. Or what's the point in trying? Why not just stay at 10 furlongs for France? It's worth nearly as much money, to be honest, and certainly not as much prestige. But you don't do no harm winning a French Derby. You'd rather win a French Derby than finish 8th in an Epsom Derby. Put it that way. But yeah, just on Eydon's form, he was a shock winner of the listed Eydon Stakes over 9 furlongs, first time up this year. That's the only start he's had this year. It was the 4th start of his career, so he's not actually been seen since the 30th of April. The form is that definitely has some substance at the Eydon Stakes. There were 6 runners on the day. Dawn of Liberation finished last, bad last for Richard Hannon. He wazzed in next time at Goodwood. The 5th that day, Cresta went off favourite actually for the Eydon. Was second next time out to Star of India in the D Stakes at Chester. I think Cresta was actually unlucky not to win that day, so I'll be upgrading his form. So there's a bit of substance there. I like the attitude of Eydon. He went off the outsider of the field in that 6 runner race, the field, and 22-1, I think he was, which obviously a massive price. But he's managed to win it. But he's managed to win it by 3 and 1/4 lengths. I was actually mistaken. It was the Fielden was actually his third start of his career, and he's managed to win it there. I like his attitude. He really put his head down and was going away at the line, like I say, winning by over 3 lengths. Then on his fourth start, he was dropped back to a mile, which was a little bit of a surprise, but he obviously ran really well in the field and dropped back to a mile for the Guineas, and ran similar to Luxembourg, ran like a horse that very much wants further. The facts are, there's only 3 horses finished in front of Eydon in the 2000 Guineas. Caribus, the winner, looks like an absolute tank over a mile. Very, very impressive, wildly impressive, and could be a superstar this season. Native Trail won the Irish 2000 Guineas on his very next start, and he's now a 3-time Group 1 winner. Not a bad horse. Luxembourg was third, a Group 1 winner last year. He's been the anti-post favourite for the Derby for a very long time, before and after the Guineas. He's been ruled out with injury. So there's only 3 horses finished in front of Eydon in the Guineas: Caribus, Native Trail, and Luxembourg. Not bad horses to be beaten by. So, strong form, particularly for a horse that didn't look like and isn't bred like he wants a mile. So you've got to take that into account. I've seen a fair few on YouTube and Twitter, whatever, been putting up, talking about Royal Patronage as an outsider for the Derby. He's about 33-1 for the Derby at the moment. But after he was second to Desert Crown in the Dante, well, Eydon finished comfortably in front of Royal Patronage in the Guineas. I think he was 2 or 3 lengths in front of Royal Patronage. So if you're interested in Royal Patronage, you've got to be interested in Eydon, for me. And let's remember, all of those Guineas positives are for a horse that didn't want to be running in the Guineas, really. Those chants in their arm, and finished fourth, and it was a really good performance. So that's honestly, as I see it, as it stands. I've still not had a bet. I'm still not really advising a bet. But if you are watching this after Thursday, hopefully Eydon's been declared. Hopefully he's available at 16-1 or bigger. Get on. That's what I'll do. So the whole of this video and the conclusion is Eydon, if he is declared, is the one for me. Good luck with all your Derby bets. Thanks a lot for watching all the Derby content. We've had some really well-performing videos. There are plenty of comments and opinion. Keep them coming in. That's what we want, the opinions. We all know who's at the top of the market. We've covered them before. Desert Crown continues to get stronger in the market. Nation's Pride's been the bit of a mover in the market, given that he was supplemented on Monday. He's 13-2, third favourite now. But yeah, really looking forward to it. I'm lucky enough to be there. So best of luck with your bets, and speak soon. Thank you.